Hi there, it's Messy Moments with Marcy, and today I want to ask you a question. Is a lot of your anxiety coming from misplaced trust? My goodness, I was sitting with a friend today, and we were talking about different types of idols. It could be an idol. An idol is something that you put your weight on. You rest your trust in that's not stable. It's not God. The only thing you can rest your trust on is God. And an idol is something that you rest your trust on, even if you don't mentally think you do, but in practice you do. So it could be your kids. You get a sense of validation from your kids, or your stuff, or your money, or your fame, or your the way that you make people happy, or the way that you make people laugh, your clothes, your fashion. It could be even your job, your ministries, the things that you value. Like I recognized, oh my goodness, I was putting a lot of weight on a job to take care of me, a paycheck. If I just have a job, if I just have that, then I will be okay. Hey, no. That's not how things work. If I have God, I'll be okay. God will provide through whatever those things are, or something totally different. So as I was talking, we were thinking, okay, what if your performance, your achievements, others' opinion of your performance and achievements are idols, things that are taking you away from God, things that you put your weight on? And what happens when they're taken away? What happens when it's all gone? When there's no job, when there's no achievements, when there's nothing. And that's when we recognize where our weight is on, and what our trust is, and what causes us to be anxious. Because when those things stripped away, you feel the anxiety. And God has some words for us about that. He teaches in Matthew 6:25-34 about worry. It says, "Therefore I tell you, do not worry." Command, not a suggestion. Do not worry about your life, what you will eat or drink, or about your body, what you'll wear. Is not life more important than food, the body more important than clothes? You can substitute anything there. More important than your bank account, more important than your achievements, more important than the impact you have, more important than people's idea about your fashion, whatever it is. Look at the birds of the air. They do not sow or reap or store away in barns, yet your heavenly Father feeds them. Are you not much more valuable than they? Who of you by worrying can add a single hour to his life? Like, we need to stop right here. Look at the birds of the air. They don't sow or reap or store away in barns. Let's make this modern. Look over there at those birds. They get fed, they get watered, they get everything they need, they are cared for. They do nothing. They just show up and exist. They don't have a job. They don't have a 401k. They don't go to Publix and grocery shop. They get every need that they have met. God's eye is on caring for even the little teeny birds who do nothing. They don't bring any value to anybody. They just exist. And he loves them so much. And it says, are you not much more valuable than they? We have a mistaken idea that we've got to perform, we got to do something to be valuable, or to receive the care that God has for us, and we don't. Just existing is enough. And then he adds, who of you by worrying can add a single hour to his life? So I'm like, my worry is going to do something. It's going to motivate me to action. No. Concern motivates you to action. But worrying, it doesn't add a single hour to your life. In fact, worrying steals your joy in the moment. Worrying steals your hope in the moment. Worrying takes your mind off of God and puts it on the problem, so that you're worshiping the problem and not the God who can solve the problem. So it's just a great reminder that even the good things we have, sometimes even especially the good things we have, these are things we've got to be really careful not to stake our claim on, not to put our weight on. They are gifts from God, They are blessings from Him. They are tools that He uses to accomplish His purpose in our life. But if you're finding yourself in a place of anxiety and worry, make a note of what those things are that are causing you to worry. That is a clear sign that there might be some misplaced trust and some idolatry there. So let that be a red flag to you. You feel worry? It says do not worry. It's a command. So when we're worrying, we're being sinful. We can feel anxiety, but when we're feeding that worry and nursing that worry, this is not a place, and it's not a command that God is being judgmental about or mean about. He wants you to have, and He wants me to have an abundant, full life that is beautiful and that is stable and that doesn't have worry as part of it. The birds aren't worrying. The grass isn't worrying. The butterflies aren't worrying. He doesn't want us to worry either. And He asks us and He commands us to do that because He wants us to have peace. And we can't have peace when we're worrying. They cannot coexist. So I hope this encourages you. It definitely encourages me to know that the birds, the grass, and then later on in the verse, he talks about the lilies of the field, how they matter so much to God. I matter so much more. So I need to be careful with where I put my mind and where I put my energy in. Worrying? No. Worrying is a sign that I need to give something up. I need to misplace. That's my trust is misplaced. I need to move it back to God. So take stock, take inventory of where you're worrying, give it to God. Let it be in the place that it needs to be in. Bye-bye.